How's it feel?
It's just, to reach team glory like this, it's an awesome deal, and to celebrate with the guys in the locker room and just see how hard everybody worked all week and for this whole season, and be able to get a win like that and know you get one more guaranteed game, and it's a big deal, and we're really excited about it.
I know during a game you're locked in, but now that you've had a few minutes to process, can you try and put into perspective how big that series was where you guys forced the turnover inside the 20, then score right before halftime?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can, get a stop on this offense and then turn around and put points on the board, it's a big deal. So just playing complementary football and trusting the offense, trusting the defense, going out there and executing, it was big time.
This is arguably the biggest game Notre Dame's won in 3 decades. What does that mean to you, and how much fun did you have playing in it?
Yeah, I think it just goes to show this program is elevating, it's ascending. Just a lot to look forward to in the future, and the leader that we have, and Coach Freeman and the coaches, and just this team is special, and we're not ready to be done with football, and we got one guaranteed more game, and we're excited for it.
Congrats.
Thank you.
What is the resolve? What does it say about this team? The resolve to win a game like this, just getting better throughout the season. It seems like you've been here a while.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot.
Yep.
What does it mean to you, and what have you seen with them?
Yeah, I think when you have that hiccup early in the season like we did, it really goes back to your leadership, right? So it goes back to Coach Freeman. It goes back to the guys in the locker room, trusting each other, working for each other, realizing, it's the man in the arena type of mentality. And you learn a lot from, something like that early in the season. And to be able to come together and reel off this amazing journey we've had, and to know you got one more and we're not done yet, that's such a big deal. And just the faith and trust in your teammates and your coaches allows you to be able to go out there and compete and have the opportunity to do something like today.
How do you guys feel about playing these brass knuckle physical type of games?
Yeah, I mean, as a competitor, you love it, right? Anytime you can match up against a big brand, against a big physical team like they are, and go toe-to-toe in a heavyweight match, that's what you want to do. That, as a football player, that's what you dream of, right, when you're a little kid, is playing on stages like this. So to do that and have this opportunity, and I'm glad, we made the most of it, and we get one more.
Jayden, what did you see on the kick return?
I saw a white jersey in between red the whole time. The other 10 guys on that kickoff return team is great. They've been blocking for me all season. They keep believing in me, the kickoff return and team and the coach. They just keep believing in me, and it's a blessing. It was a blessing to even get in the end zone.
What were just the emotions when you crossed that goal line? Because I know you've been waiting on one all year.
Yeah, I almost cried. But I was just so blessed. It was overwhelming, for sure.
Were you surprised that you got to the edge? Because like you said, there was a sea of bodies that you had to go through, but then all of a sudden it's a foot race, and I know that's what you want.
Yeah, just keep your feet moving. So it wasn't no surprise, because my guys been, the kickoff return team, been doing their job all week. They've been locked into the different looks that coach throws at them. So I love the kickoff return team.
You were one of many transfers that made a huge impact today. What's that kind of been like coming in? Because Notre Dame doesn't take a lot of them, but in this game, you guys really showed up.
Hey, it's been a blessing. It was a blessing to be here. The whole journey been a blessing. It's a great opportunity. Everything happens for a reason.
Not necessarily, just trying to be able to build up that stamina again and being able to feel confident to go on kickoffs. Felt like I had the strength to do it today, and really excited to be able to get back out there on kickoff, because I love doing that. Love being able to start teams out in the 25 with touchbacks.
And then as a special teams guy, what did it mean to see Jayden Harrison return that kickoff at the start?
Man, that guy works so hard. He is just such a baller. Really excited for him to get that opportunity and make that play, because, he had a couple last year, I think, when he was at Marshall, I believe. So being able to see him really break one, and obviously for a big-time play for us in that game, was huge.
You were the beginning of a sequence that was very good for your team, with the field goal, with the turnover, with the touchdown, and then the first play of the second half. What was the mood on the sideline, and what was being talked about as that whole thing was unraveling?
Yeah, we just try to go out there and execute one play at a time. Obviously, momentum shifts throughout the game, and being able to finish the first half strong and obviously start the second half really strong. I take pride in every time I go out there. I want to get points. So being able to do that and just being able to be positive for our team.
I'm guessing that you've been able to get healthy in the last few weeks in a way that maybe you weren't mid-season. Have you had some time to rest, or what has that been like for the last several weeks?
It's not necessarily rest, I'd say. It's more of being able to get more reps in practice. I guess throughout the middle of the season, we were really just trying to rest and get my body healthy. So I wasn't able to go out there and practice a ton, kind of just getting thrown out there for games. But being able to, I guess after the Southern Cal game, being able to have a couple weeks to really just dial my craft back in and be able to hopefully make a run in these playoffs.
How are you able to keep your focus on the game today, regardless of everything else that goes
Yeah, just continue to kind of keep a narrow focus and kind of just reiterate what the coaches have been telling us. Kind of look at the game plan again. It gave us an extra day to look at the game plan and read the keys again, just to feel like we get a better advantage.
And then now going forward, how's this team feeling?
We're feeling great. We have a great opponent in Penn State that we have to prepare for. So we're gonna, as soon as we get probably to the plane, our coach is gonna be watching film, getting ready for the next one.
Be on the big stage and the only playoff game of the day. Do you feel like that the world was introduced to the Misfits?
Yeah, yes, yeah, for sure. Just being at Notre Dame, every game feels like prime time, and I think playing today just kind of gave that an extra gear for it. But yes, definitely.
There's always the talk about SEC speed, the SEC toughness. And I would think, obviously you won, but I would think not only you matched it, but you guys exceeded it, especially considering some of the stuff you guys did on the outside, outmatching them.
Yeah, our coaches do a great job recruiting, and I think it starts there. We're able to get the same amount of recruits, and kind of, I done played against a lot of the guys that's on Georgia team in like the All-American game, so just getting that experience just to let us know that it's football. Once you step on the field, we've been playing the same game since we were young, Pop Warner, and
Has own fourth down on both sides of it. What's it like when you guys coaching staff trust you to go ahead and go for it and get another fourth down?
Yeah, it's awesome. It shows hard-nosed football we have on the side of the ball, both sides of the ball. Coach trusts us, we trust coach with every decision he makes, and we go out there and make it happen.
And that last fire drill type thing back and forth, ending up the way it did, what was that like? Had you actually practiced something like that in terms of causing chaos?
Yeah, we planned it. We were able to go out there and execute it, and it worked to perfection. So, testimony to the coach. It's crazy, man.
The events of what happened here in New Orleans, I'm curious what the last 36 hours were like for you to compartmentalize getting ready for a game like this while also realizing what happened right down the road.
Yeah, it was crazy, but our brotherhood and being close was definitely helped us, throughout the time. Pray for those who lost their lives and their loved ones. It's scary. You're waking up, families all out there. You don't know if they're up with you, sending a text. Fortunately, I was able to get the text back from my family. They were all okay, but, really looking out for those loved ones. But staying within the brotherhood, kind of, taking into what happened, reality of what happened, letting it soak in, and then being able to, keep moving on. That kind of showed the resilience, I'd say, of our team and this country as a whole, man.